Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about a show, Max's Creature Commandos, Episode 6. Let's get into it, shall we? Spoilers! Okay, so we got Flag is out and down for the count. He got a broken back, internal bleeding, and he's in a coma. So Waller is worried about him and hoping he get better so she can find out what actually happened to him. They know he was brought to the hospital by some giant monster that they figured out was Frankenstein, and now they're trying to make sure that he don't interfere with the Creature Commandos and their mission to take out the princess, because they know he's been after the bride for hundreds of years at this point. Meanwhile, Frankenstein already at the airport got a plane, killed the people on it, and threatened the pilots to take him to where he needed to go. So, and they did. By the end of it all, he made it there. Meanwhile, the Commandos, yeah. So we get a little bit of a Dr. Phosphorus backstory on this one. He was a doctor trying to come up with this radiation treatment that would eradicate cancer forever. And he was working for Falcone. And of course, that didn't go well because he wanted to sell that information and technology overseas. And he didn't want, and the doctor didn't want to do that. Alex is his name. He didn't want to do that. So they made him. Well, they killed his wife, and then made him look like he killed his wife. Put his fingerprints on the weapon and everything. Smeared his hand of blood on her face. Messed up. And I believe they killed his daughter too. And yeah, and to get rid of the evidence, they killed him, threw him in his machine, which is how he turned into Dr. Phosphorus in the first place. And then he went on a killing rampage to get Falcone back. So, yeah, that's how he ended up in Belle Reve. It was really messed up. He spent the episode in the current time, wandering the streets, trying to escape the guards, went into this random house, had a little late night snack with this little girl that lived there, and then the parents finally told him where the castle was, and he went on his way, where he met up with the rest of the team, who, the bride and Nina, the mermaid lady, they held up in a brothel, took out some bad guys, some metahumans that came up in there, messing up the ladies, and yeah, went on their way after they had a little tete-a-tete with them. Weasel made friends with a pack of wolves out in the woods, and then after a night of play and sleep, decides to go ahead towards the castle. So he on his way to the castle. So that way, everybody is now meeting up and almost on their way to the castle in the giant field. They met up on a hill. Hey, we all ready? Let's go. Let's do it. And that was pretty much this episode. We didn't get much more than that this episode. It was like they really stretched it out. I felt like it was kind of a waste of time. I didn't appreciate that. Like, y'all really pushing this story along a long, long way. So, okay, I get the backstory parts for the characters. That's cool. But the current timeline stuff, like, do we need Weasel making friends with a pack of wolves? I don't think so. Do we need the whole brothel thing and the head of the brothel, who was voiced by a very famous actress? I can't think of her name right now, but she's been in a lot of stuff. Just to have her do this voice and to do a moral conundrum with the bride, like, what is the point of that? I didn't get it. So it was like a big waste of time to me. Anyway, that was episode 6, and I will see you guys next week for another one. In the meantime, have a great day.